NBA season is a grind. There's no question about it. And tonight may be another game in the endless stretch of games, but that don't make it any less important. Time to put on my game face and do what I do. Win games.
The enchanting sunset over the desert of Phoenix. Welcome to Noche Latina here in the NBA. A Latin flavor to the night's festivities as we get ready to go. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Last outing for Phoenix. The Grizzlies have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
So on the 4 for Memphis. Green is the 3 with Zebo at the 4. A lot of defense with Conley and Lee in the backcourt. And it's Gasol in at the 5. A nice shot by Knight.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies, and really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies in their last game, a loss to the Clippers.
And that result was no surprise because they played very loosely with the basketball.
They sure did. There's no question about it. And when you come out on the wrong end of the turnover battle, you're often going to be on the wrong end of the scoreboard as well, Greg. You know that.
Randolph sets a screen for Conley. Green, the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Morris against Randolph. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Randolph's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, can he finish in the paint. That's one thing we know he's good at.
Freak kicks to Knight. And he gets it to go.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Outside, Green. Picked by Randolph. The dish to Lee. Outside, Randolph. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Tyson Chandler. Some solid numbers once again for Zach Randolph with Memphis last year. He just keeps plugging away, grinding out, no pun intended, chugging along and producing.
Yeah, 16 points, about 10.5 rebounds for Zebo. I mean, he's a classic power forward and always gives you the numbers, even though he still plays under the rim.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Alex Len's checked in for Chandler. Lure comes in for Markieff Morris. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Ward. And it's Booker in for Brandon Knight. They set the pick. Picked by Randolph. Allen dishes to Udrich. Fires from the wing. And that's good off the glass that time.
And, you know, for Randolph, he's been in the league so long and still puts up double-double numbers. Average a double-double in 8 of his last 10 seasons. Remarkable.
And that one's good. Freak.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Allen outside. Wright sets a screen. Allen kicks to Udrih. No good on the three.
And for Zach Randolph, at his experience level, to put up 15 and 10 or better, the last player to do that back in 1999. So it's a rare feat.
56 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Picked by Randolph. And Udrih kicks to Randolph. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And finished off by Wright.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And both free throws good from Freak. Now Udrih. He kicks to Randolph. 3 seconds left. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. For Memphis, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. It could go. Shot is off. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the... And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on his...
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the... And for Chandler, Lure comes in for Markieff Morris. Booker, he's checked in for Brandon Knight. And Freak subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Wright, he's checked in for Gasol. Randolph comes in for Jeff Green. Carter, he's checked in for Courtney Lee. And it's Udrih in for Mike Conley. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Udrih out there with Tony Allen. And there's Carter. Then it's Zach Randolph. And it's Wright in at the 5, roaming the paint. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers stepped up to deliver. He chipped in his share of points and he was able to dish out a few helpers to teammates as well. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
Thanks, Doris. He had a heck of an outing that night, GA.
Yeah, he really did, Kevin. I mean, a very professional performance. Played hard every single second he was on the court.
Guys, that's what we expect from him, and he rarely lets us down, and he certainly didn't let us down that night.
And slam dunk by Randolph.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
The Grizzlies trail by 3.
And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. And part of it is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. And he hits it to tie the game up. Carter's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And a wide open look for Freak. No good off the back of the rim.
You know, that's the thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, there isn't a team that gives them too much trouble anywhere in the league. They're good at home and on the road. They're used to playing in tight, low-scoring games, and they create that situation with their deliberate style.
Here's Len. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. What a season for Alex Len last year. Came in looking to find a spot for the team, and he made huge jumps in his game.
And I think it correlated with his minutes going up as well. I mean, played a lot more.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Suns on top.
Well, Tyson coming off.
All right, guys, I want to go over.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Freak in at point guard. John Lure's out there with Len. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Booker in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Shooting for Phoenix, Michael Conley. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Conley drops them both.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
And here's Freak. Misses. So no problem for